Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about bioremediation. What is bioremediation? It is one of the waste management technique, and also it is one of the new emerging techniques in our field. Bio means living organisms. Here we can use living organisms to remove or neutralize pollutants from a contaminated site. What type of living organisms we can use? For example, some microorganisms and some plants have ability to degrade the contaminant in the environment. Environmental Protection Agency define as bioremediation is a treatment that uses naturally occurring organisms to break down hazardous substances into less toxic or non-toxic substances. So, in this technology, we cannot remove the contaminant in the environment. We cannot we cannot remove the entire contaminant in the environment, but we can reduce the toxic substances in the environment. For example, chromium. It is one of the toxic metal. The hexavalent chromium is very highly toxic. So, through this technique, we can reduce the hexavalent chromium into trivalent, because the trivalent chromium compared to hexavalent, the trivalent chromium is less toxic. Okay, so in this technology, we can reduce the toxic substances, or we can convert the toxic substances into non-toxic substances. So, frequently the microorganisms are involved in these techniques. So, what type of microbes mainly involved? This slide shows some important microbes involved in this technology. For example, Pseudomonas, Vibrio, Aeromonas, Bacillus, Staphylococcus. Some fungi also involved. For example, Phanerochaetae Chrysosporium, Dichometus, Lentula. So these are some fungi also have ability to degrade toxic substances in the environment, and also some methylotrophs, bacteria. So here the bacteria and fungi have more ability to degrade the contaminant in the environment. This bioremediation technology have two strategies. The first one is in situ bioremediation, then ex situ bioremediation. What is in situ bioremediation? When the contaminated site is cleaned up exactly where it occurred, that is called in situ bioremediation. It is very cheapest and most efficient. What is ex situ bioremediation? Which is when contaminated land are taken out of the area to be cleaned up by the organisms. Generally used only when the site is threatened for some reason. It also very expensive and damaging to the area. Then it is physically removed. So the compared to ex situ bioremediation, the in situ is a very cheapest and very cost effective methodology. The in situ bioremediation have some techniques like bioaccumulation, biostimulation, bioventing and biosponging. In ex situ bioremediation techniques, it have land forming, biopiles, bioreactors and composting. So in next class, we will discuss in detail about in situ and ex situ bioremediation. Thank you.